Shelby County is a special place. Just ask anyone who lives here, especially anyone who had the good fortune to grow up here. That's why this place means so much to us. Not just because we live, play, work, and worship here too, but because we were also fortunate enough to grow up here. Founded in 1959 as Shelby Memorial Hospital, Shelby Baptist Medical Center has grown from a small community hospital to a state-of-the-art, full-service acute care facility dedicated to serving the people of Shelby County and beyond.
Started working here in 1978, right out of high school, and love Shelby County. It's a great place to live and raise your children, great schools, community churches.
Shelby is a community of people that care about one another. They know each other, and they're proud of their community for its growth, and they're proud of our hospital for where we've come.
My grandchildren are involved in sports, so when you go to ball games, sometimes it's like a family reunion or a class reunion, because you see so many people that you went to high school with that now have kids playing sports, and so you run into them. So it is like a family reunion or a class reunion when you go somewhere.
When Shelby opened its doors on September 28, 1959, the hospital was home to only 35 beds, 25 nurses, and just 8 physicians. The new hospital was an immediate boon for Shelby County and her citizens. Finally, a dedicated medical facility for Shelby County so residents no longer had to drive to downtown Birmingham for high-quality medical care. As Shelby County's needs grew, Shelby Memorial Hospital continued growing to meet those needs. In 1966, we added 20 more beds, as well as a dedicated obstetrics department so that more Shelby County families could grow right here at home.
Time is of the essence when you're talking about a mother or a newborn or a heart attack or a stroke.
I would say all somebody has to do is try to drive north on 65 at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and they'll understand how time can be crucial. Because there's not another hospital that does deliveries until you get to Montgomery.
It's of the essence for them to be able to arrive at a facility that can perform and do what is expected to care for those patients in a very timely and an efficient manner. And it's just a family. Everyone that touches the patient or is involved in patient care, from dietary to environmental services to protective services, they are all here to support and serve. And so you don't get that close family feel when you travel to larger facilities, and that's one of the wonderful things that I feel Shelby has to offer our community.
After several years of small-scale renovations and expansions to meet demand, the Board of Directors proactively voted for 2 major expansions in a matter of just 3 years. These extensive renovations and additions included 4 new operating rooms, a new intensive care unit, and 80 new patient rooms. In 1981, Shelby Memorial Hospital was renamed Shelby Medical Center to more accurately reflect the hospital's growth in facilities and services, and yet another 40 beds were added, bringing the total to 210.
The biggest expansion that I remember in great size was the South Tower. There were other expansions before then, but the biggest one was the addition of the South Tower.
When I was here as a student in the early 80s, I had the opportunity actually to see them put in the first CT scanner. And it was kind of an exciting day. They had to cut a hole in the back of the building. The truck came and delivered this huge thing that most people hadn't seen. And it really drew a crowd, and it was exciting because it was one of the first really hospitals outside of Birmingham that had a CT scanner. And so even from those days, Shelby was sort of ahead of its time, and a lot of people never really knew it.
I remember as a child coming here with my grandmother, and we only had the middle older section of the hospital. And I remember her telling me about doing tours on the 3rd floor when they opened it. And now we have a wonderful South Tower that has several floors. We've transitioned from semi-private rooms to all private rooms with the accommodations of all of hotel-like amenities.
1996 saw the beginning of a new chapter in the life of the hospital when Shelby joined the Baptist Health System and became Shelby Baptist Medical Center. This merger afforded the hospital even more opportunities for growth and expansion, including a dialysis center, cancer center, nursing home, and a recreational therapy unit in cooperation with the Shelby County branch of the Birmingham YMCA.
What that relationship brought was a faith-based level of health care that basically acknowledged and allowed the employees and staff to share that with patients.
Here at Shelby Baptist, we are surrounded by our faith. We start every meeting with a prayer, and we ensure that every one of our employees, our patients, and our visitors has the opportunity to pray with us, to heal with us, and to become better in our service.
So this is not just a place that you come and do a job every day. This is a place where you're allowed to come and express your faith. If you have any concerns, you can share. This is a family, this is a friendship, and it's a blessing to be able to do those things freely.
In the years since, Shelby Baptist has continued to see growth and renovations in pursuit of delivering exceptional care for the people of Shelby County, including the recent addition of new minimally invasive surgical robots, more advanced imaging technologies, and our structural heart disease program.
Our structural heart team has been able to help so many people already, and so they do some really neat, innovative things with their cardiac patients, and I think they're definitely one of the centerpieces as far as the growth of Shelby.
We're recognized as one of the top 5 in the state of Alabama for structural hearts. What we can do for our patients is above what any other medical center can do for miles, and it's amazing.
I brag about the hospital on a regular basis when people ask me where I practice, because I can tell them that outside of the core of downtown Birmingham, this hospital is amazing. It's just amazing.
For the past 60 years, we've been dedicated to serving and caring for our friends, family, and neighbors here in Shelby County. And while we're excited to celebrate this milestone, we're thrilled to see what the future holds for us and our community. Shelby Baptist Medical Center, celebrating 60 years of service and devotion to you.